of such significance like this is never received for the work of a single individual, but rather it's a recognition of the scores of people who've come into my life as a result of my time with the National Association of State Radio Networks. There's been numerous individuals who've come into my life as professional acquaintances, but they became personal mentors, colleagues, and friends. And tonight I share this achievement with each and every one of them and all of you. To begin, I want to recognize my fellow Arthur C. Clarke Award winners. I've had the privilege to know each and every one of them. They helped shape and nurture my personal development by teaching me through their dignity what passion is. There was the very first one, Stan mentioned. A man who essentially begot an entire industry. A role model of rare achievement, Clyde Lear, provided me the words of encouragement the summer of 1986 when he told a then very cocky 25-year-old with some really bad hair, go for it. I had visited with Clyde, and I told him I was contemplating starting a rep firm. He threw his full support behind me, and we began this fabulous journey that we're all celebrating tonight. There was the wise counsel of Jeff Smith, who, in the Nashville airport, taught me not just the meaning, but the importance of the word pragmatic. I had a little problem with that word. Then, of course, there are the Arthur C. Clarke Award winners that have joined us this evening. Stoic pillars of unconditional support for my firm. Men who remain my most trusted confidants. Advisors whose insight I've revered for years. And now you all hold a far more enduring role in my life as my friends. There is Stan Kenningsfeld, or however you say your name. We're going to get it right. A businessman of the highest order. You taught me there are very few business conflicts that cannot be resolved with a beer and a cigar. That's how you resolve everything with Stan. Let's just get a beer and a cigar and we'll talk this thing through. Then there's Joe Parsons, a leader of this industry for decades, without regard for any financial benefit. Membership. I didn't have that written down. And it's only been recently that my firm has begun to try to pay back the debt that we've incurred from your never waning, always understanding support of Happy Joe. Have you ever heard a guy named Happy that deserved that name? The happiest member of management, Joe, I salute you. Then there is a man who in a world of sharks taught me how to swim with the dolphins. A man who took it upon his own personal time and expense to be here to share this moment with me tonight. Tim Shears and I grew up. Tim Shears and I grew up together in this industry.
Not very tall.
And I consider you my business big brother. Speaking of brothers, there's another person here that took it upon himself, his personal time and expense to be here. And the mere presence of my brother Dan has touched me deeply this week. And he has defined the definition of what a great man does. And to be here for your family. And thank you, Dan. There's also other Clarke Award winner that's not with us this evening, but even years after his departure from our industry, he remains a guardian angel over me. A man who captained this association from its feeble beginnings, tirelessly negotiated us through the troubled waters of our accession into a viable media alternative for major broadcasting corporations. All while providing for me a beacon of direction for me to follow to help keep not just myself but this industry on the proper path. He would admonish me when my tongue would get me in trouble, and he also would pick me up and dust me off when I would fall. He could not physically be with us today because he is in Indonesia with an inescapable business challenge. His spirit is here tonight, I feel it, and I consider Bill Ridgel the cornerstone on which this entire auspicious group has been built on. And I am proud to put him on that tier of best friends. Then come those who have been with me every single day for over 2 decades.
I'm sorry.
So my entire company is here this evening, and that makes me feel extremely special. And as I close this dear company with the 5 employees who, on the average, have been with me for over 15 years each. Dave, Carolyn, and Judy. Where's Dave? Thank you, Dave. Your decision to continue to serve this industry that I've been so proud to serve for the past 25 years has touched me deeply. And I'm very confident that my legacy will continue as a result of what you 3 have chosen to do going forward. You've made me most proud. Carla and Jen, there are no effing words. You know, my dad was my ultimate role model in business and in life. And in his business, he had a very special person in his business life. Her name was Mary Lou. And she just was there for everything. Mary Lou was there. And when I started my business, all I hoped for was that maybe for a couple of years I'd get one Mary Lou. Right? Well, I've had 2 for nearly the entire lifespan of my company. And Jen was hired as a 16-year-old video. She rented videos. Well, she's grown before my very eyes to become that person. Carla has remained a loyal, confident, a diligent, detailed individual that has not only kept my company financially alive, but I think this whole industry at times. I love both of you very dearly, with all my heart. In the Celtic tradition, there's a term, Einem Kara. It is literally translated to soul friend. It is someone who, according to the author John O'Donohue, awakens your life in order to free the wild possibilities within you. You see, I've been graced with the affection of another soul whose depth and richness are infinite. A person who let me into her heart so I might find a home. My business life presented some domestic burdens, which she routinely transformed to peace and complete understanding. She gave tirelessly of herself. She sacrificed her own ambitions for her children and the sanctity of my family. She's awoken in me all that I have become. She is my Anam Kare. 2 friends, 1 soul. I graciously look forward to the rest of my life with my wife, Edie. I love you. I've been blessed by all of you. We've had an extremely special evening. I've been touched, and I just hope that other people can experience what I've experienced this evening. And for the last 6 months when I made my announcement, and God be with you all. Thank you.